Good morning, chefs. It's officially been a week since Sleep Token has headlined Download Festival, so we have compiled everything you may need to know about the festival and put it in one short recap. I hope you enjoy. Take a listen. As festival attendees entered the gates of Download this year, they were met with a few signs. Some in House Viridian colors, others in Feathered Host colors, but the message was still the same. Act with haste, nothing lasts forever. On these signs were also a QR code, which when the attendee would scan it, it would redirect you to a website, which would have this message. Rearrange the anagram to download your Sleep Token wallet and digital collectibles, granting you entry to a final prize draw. Prizes include on-stage used items from the Sleep Token performance, as well as exclusive on-site prizes, including house coins and a VIP viewing experience at Download. On the bottom of the site, you would then click the link, which would redirect you to a short anagram. This particular anagram, when solved, would spell out Gethsemane. Everyone who completed the anagram got either a digital Feathered Host or House Viridian coin, but the select few who also won the giveaway were able to pick up physical versions of these coins made by Zach the Maker. This seems to be a more common prize, as we saw a lot of people get this. I will add, if you did get the email saying you want a coin and were not able to pick it up, it seems that the service at Download was awful. And a lot of people weren't able to actually read the email saying they won. Zach the Maker has stated that you can just contact him and he'll get it to you. You just need proof of winning.
Yeah, and if you were at Download, you could purchase. I think both coins were made by Zach, and one of them was available for purchase, which was the actual Download coin, which had Vessel in the stage in the back of it.
What I find particularly interesting about the Download coin too is the background is from a promotion that Download posted, months ago? And quickly deleted. So it seems that they've been hinting at this stage design for quite a while.
I always wondered if we always thought that the stage was a leak, but I'm curious if that was just like some type of marketing ploy to be like, oh, so. Here's this beautiful stage.
Especially
100%, right?
I don't think they ever posted that picture ever again. I think the main purpose
they did it. They posted it once, then it was gone.
Yeah, they just used it for like a marketing ploy, which honestly, good on them. That's so smart. So some of the other prizes for signing up for this coin giveaway included, again, like we said, some stage used items. I haven't been able to find anyone who have received this at this point. I don't think either of you, have you guys found anyone to receive that item?
No, I've been on the lookout.
They may just not be on social media. As well as some merch items, the coins, obviously. But the final prize was a VIP viewing experience at Sky Tower, dead center up in the air, to watch the Sleep Token set from the sky.
If you were at Download and wondered what that big black box in the middle of the field was, that was what the Sky Tower was.
And Sage, weren't you saying someone else had a similar experience?
Oh, yeah. There was also a Ferris wheel at Download that was really fun, and a couple of people I've seen perspectives of some of the Sleep Token songs, like specifically, someone uploaded Vor from the tower, from the Ferris wheel, and it looked so cool.
I'm also pretty sure that the Skybox is where all of the front of house tech was for the festival as well, so I'm curious if the people who were watching from there got like a firsthand experience of seeing any of like Tom working and the other crew members, because I believe that's where they were set up as well.
For Download, they previously debuted the stage at Rockham Park and Rockham Ring. It was just the cave setup, or what we've discovered and are calling it now the grotto.
Yes. If you really think about it, I've watched a couple other performances at festivals, and I have never really seen anything like that Sleep Token stage in any other metal performances.
I want to say intricacy that Sleep Token has with their stage design, because a lot of it is very intentional.
Yeah, so we'll talk about this in a different episode for sure. But they have, like, their interludes even go into further imagery from the album. And some of, like, they have whispering before the starts of certain songs. Like, it is truly an experience altogether, not just a show. And I don't think we've really had that kind of showmanship in the... Saying metal scene is going to bring people to say...
Sleep Token isn't metal!
Exactly. really push the boundaries of what it is to be a headliner in these festivals is refreshing to me. I don't want to see the same 3 acts perform for the last 5 years.
The immersive level that Sleep Token is taking it to makes it feel like an experience instead of just being at a concert.
All right, Chef, so let's get into the set list now for Download 2025. We opened with Look to Windward, where they dropped the curtains at the big breakdown and the lights come on. At Download, unfortunately, one of the curtains fell a little prematurely.
To start your headlining show with your big reveal immediately ruined. I could not imagine how they were feeling on stage, but they really just hit their rhythm and kept going, and it just wasn't an issue. The crowd was there, lots of energy, lots of cheering.
They went from Look to Windward to The Offering, then to our heavy hitter Vor, and then to Emergence, which is our first single from this album that played. And then we go into our next set of 4. So we did Alkaline, Hypnosis. We did Rain, where he did the intro from one of the songs in Halo 3, Caramel.
There was a video that Martin O'Donnell, an amazing composer who did the music for Halo, commented about the Rain intro, saying it sounded familiar, and I think that is so cool.
I saw that on Reddit earlier and was like,
Bet Vessel's little nerd heart's freaking out and going crazy.
Well, we all know he's very clearly a fan of the Halo franchise, considering This Place Will Be Your Tomb is a reference to that.
We opened with The Summoning after this interlude, then we went into Granite, where I hope they got the mosh pit that they deserved for that song, The Love You Want, and we had Higher, which we know is one of Two's favorite songs to play live. My beloved song, Thread the Needle, which I think was also another full circle moment because they played Thread the Needle as the opener for 2018 Download. Mm-hmm. And then the last song of the evening was Take Me Back to Eden.
Big moment for them. Mm-hmm. Vessel even tore off his neck. He didn't unclip it. He ripped his little pearl necklace from his neck that he's been wearing throughout all of the promos. And
where else do we see pearls? Specifically a black pearl?
Damocles.
Damocles visualizers.
Some notable people were in the crowd, including Jake from Dream State and Kim Dracula.
Oh, did you see that one selfie where I think a bunch of people were like in the crowd and Don Bronco was behind them and they didn't even notice? I did see it. It was very funny to have things happen like that. Just turning around to see Don Bronco of all people, I'd be like, other fun people, Mr. Jamie Campbell Bower from Stranger Things. He's been creeping around Sleep Token for a while recently. He also was in that article with them, the Rock Sound article, right?
He was.
Rock Sound? It might have been a different publisher. You know, this is just out of nowhere. We don't have even an Arcadia opener yet. I'm curious. Maybe.
There have been some interactions between, like, very brief, fake, like, emoji interactions, like how the boys do it with Jamie Campbell Bower on social media.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
So we had some notable people in the metal scene specifically speak out about Sleep Token. Right now it feels like a lot of people are dogging on Sleep Token, but Brian Welch and James Schaefer from Korn spoke out in an article talking about Sleep Token's set, and they were like, people are so young, these guys are so young, they're headlining Download, everybody who's been here has worked so much longer than they have, but the second they brought out that set, they said it shut everyone up.
I think I heard earlier, and I don't know how accurate this is just rumor, that their load-in trucks are like 16 to 18 semis. To see that kind of setup in a festival setting is just...
It's funny you mentioned that because I was reading a couple articles after Download, and one in particular caught my eye. The article was written by Nick Ruskell from The Telegraph. So the article is Sleep Token, so there are no hard rock headliners anymore. Nobody told this lot. Their music, a genre-hopping mix of metal and pop. They're staging more like Beyonce. The related searches was Beyonce, which was cracking me up when I was reading.
Beyonce. Well, we've had Vessel is Sam Smith. We've had...
There was an article I read that was saying that Vessel sounds like metal Sam Smith, and I was like, that's exactly how they pitch Sleep Token.
That's
so
that's literally his goal. He was like Meshuggah and Sam Smith, and then the haters are like, he sounds like Sam Smith.
It was in the hater section of the article where they're like, this was boring, blah, blah, blah.
I am so sorry to butt in, but this next section of our little recap, we were talking a little bit of the resale, but live while editing, right now it's Friday, June 20th, Sleep Token just made a post addressing the resale prices. Due to the recent surge in resale of coins and other memorabilia from Download Fest at grossly inflated prices, it's been decided that for this weekend only, followers should be granted the opportunity to purchase commemorative items at face value exclusively at the Sleep Token UK store. So, wow, oh my goodness, I think this is the first time Sleep Token has addressed some of their insane resale prices. And if you've been a fan at any level, I think in the past couple years, you you know about the insane resale prices. Sundowning box set, I'm looking at you at $5,000. I'm just so thrilled that they have given us the opportunity to access some of these merchandise without those insane prices. Once again, killing the game.